Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. For opening tip-off night, this is the Oconto Falls girls basketball team taking on the Antigo Red Robins. I'm Todd Peterson along with Brett Crandall. Start of a new season, Brett. We're ready to roll. The Panthers, first time on the floor for them. Antigo's already got one game under their belt.
Yes, it's a fresh new season. Hey, here comes the third rep.
Hey, he's a little late.
That's right. He's on time. He's got plenty of time. He's got 7 minutes to go. All right. Yes, Antigo got to one under their belt. Panthers stepping on the floor for the first time tonight.
This Oconto Falls team lost 5 seniors, 2 graduation last year. Jenny Krieger, Caitlin Donart, Ashley Kiken, Virginia Misko, and I'm missing one. I'm sorry. Can't think of that 5th one right now.
I could help you out if I was paying attention to the other 4 you said.
Right now, the Panthers, Jenny Krieger was their leading scorer last year for most of the season. Panthers, big question, who is going to put the ball in the basket for them this year?
Yeah, who's going to be the one to bring the offense? I think Coach is hoping for a group effort this year. I don't think he's looking for a standout scorer, but hoping that all girls can contribute on that end of the floor. But I think he's hanging his hat on their defense. Talked to Coach a couple times, and he said, yeah, we got that down. We play good, hard defense. It's the other end of the floor we're going to have to take a little bit more time with.
And you might see that defense from end to end with this Panther team. They're a small team, scrappy team. Their only real height is Natalie Brower, a sophomore, standing at 5'10". Everybody else kind of clones of one another in that 5'3" to 5'7" range. And Coach will go end to end with defensive pressure. Looking to score for the Panthers besides Brower on the inside will be Carrie Albrecht, a sophomore, starter as a freshman last year, has the potential to be one of their better scorers on the offensive end. Also, Brianna Sadowski, a junior, will be looked to score.
But it looks like Albrecht's got her left hand wrapped up there pretty good, though. Not the way to start the season.
So, big question mark as any team when they start the season. But for this Panther team, there's a lot of optimism also, coming off a down year by all accounts. But Coach Kazmarek said everybody is ready to go this year.
Well, what we know is they're young. So, had a lot of playing experience last year, and they're just going to build on this year, and the majority of that team is going to be around next year as well. So,
2 seniors on this club, Brett. Kennedy Krotz, a 5'3" senior, and Olivia Steffens, a 5'7" senior. So, yeah, like you said, they're very young. And on the other side, Antigo, they're going to start 5 seniors on in their starting lineup tonight. So,
the veterans versus the rookies.
And none of the Panthers seniors, those 2 girls, are not in the starting lineup. They'll be coming off the bench for the Panthers. Brett and I are going to take our first time out. We're almost to our first tip-off of the 2017-2018 season. We'll be back for more Panther pregame in just a moment. You're listening to WOCO Sports Radio.
Did you hear? We've branched into your living room. This is Beth Larson from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Our e-branch at snbt.com lets you manage your money 24/7 from the comfort of your home. Apply for loans, check your balances, and even open accounts. Don't waste another minute. Visit snbt.com now to take advantage of all the convenience of our e-branch offers from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Mainly cloudy skies tonight with a little bit of light snow and freezing drizzle possible. Not much in the way of accumulation, but we could see some rather icy spots with that freezing drizzle developing. Temperatures hold steady around 30 degrees with winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10. Light snow showers and drizzle early in the day. Friday changing over to light rain with a high of 38. Saturday we'll see a good chance of rain through the first half of the day. Otherwise cloudy with a high of 37. Sunday looks sunny with a high temperature of 29 degrees. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407. or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Sadie Pancras. That was the 5th senior for the Panthers that they lost due to graduation. Todd Peterson, Brett Crandall back at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. I knew we'd think of it. Actually, thank you for thinking of it and coming up with that one, Brett.
I just had to be paying attention to help out.
Panthers, as we mentioned, this is their first live game action. They did have a scrimmage this past Monday, going up. A lot of the area schools scrimmaging one another and given a chance to go against some different faces, different bodies. But this one's for real. Antigo Red Robins, they had one game already.
Actually, it's going to help the Panthers out maybe a little bit because they played another foe from the conference, and they squared up against Clintonville. Clintonville came out on top of that one, 56-31. So kind of an early measuring stick for the Panthers here to see how they fare against Antigo, and then kind of give them a little heads up on how things might go in conference play as well.
One of Antigo's starters, one of those seniors, is a 5'7" guard. She's a 3-year starter on this Red Robin team. That's Hannah Zenkovic. And as we mentioned earlier in pregame, 5 seniors starting for the Red Robins. We're getting set close to...
Those are fresh unis. Those are fresh. Those are brand new fresh unis.
Fresh season, fresh unis.
So the girls are amped here to get rolling tonight and get this first one underway.
Want to do a quick plug. Oconto Falls boys basketball team will be having their first game next Tuesday at Stirring. Brett and I will be in the house for that one, bringing you that ball game right here on WOCO Sports Radio. Also, we want to mention that if you have any friends out of the listening area, they can catch this broadcast live on YouTube. Being live streamed, go to WOCO Radio Sports Stream. That's going to do it for our Panther pregame show. We'll give you that live streaming address one more time when we return. When we come back, we'll have tonight's starting lineups and opening tip-off in a non-conference basketball game between the Antigo Red Robins and our Oconto Falls Lady Panthers. You've been listening to Panther pregame right here on WOCO Sports Radio.
Holidays are a time of joy. Don't let money worries get in the way. Want a stress-free holiday? Call NEW Credit Union at 800-924-1250 and ask about our holiday loan special. That's 800-924-1250. Rates as low as 4.99% annual percentage rate for a 12-month term. Maximum amount $2,500. Our loan specialists work hard to help you get the loan that fits your needs. Rates subject to credit worthiness. Stop at any one of our locations or you can apply online at newcu.org. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $8.56 per $100 borrowed. All loans subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. With offices in Oconto, Stirring, Oconto Falls, and Peshtigo, we are federally insured by the NCUA. Membership eligibility required. This holiday season, remember, we can help you own it.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Welcome back to the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse, where we're getting set for our opening night of basketball here at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. Panthers going to tip it off for the first time. First starting lineup, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Brett Crandall.
All right, here we're ready to roll tonight. We got the visiting Red Robins from Antigo. Starting tonight for the Red Robins, number 1, Hannah Zankovic. Number 2, Morgan Hotchkiss. Number 24, Sydney Lenzner. Number 30, Kendall Smith. And number 44, Lexi Dodd. And now for the Lady Panthers, the Panther 5. Starting our season off this year, our starters are sophomore forward, Natalie Bauer, number 1. Junior guard, Brianna Sadowski, number 4. Junior guard, Emma Huberty, number 11. Junior guard, Kaylin Allen, number 14. And freshman guard, Carrie Albrecht, number 30.
That should be sophomore guard, actually.
Sophomore guard, my bad. It's a new season.
Well, they had it wrong in the program.
Oh, see? Throwing me a loop right away, aren't they?
They are.
Let's toss that ball high. It's time to let this season fly. Panther Lady Basketball here at Oconto Falls Fieldhouse.
Once again, you want to let people know this game is being live streamed on YouTube. Go to WOCO Radio Sports Stream, and you can find our broadcast.
We're streaming live?
We are streaming live.
The pressure.
We do have 3 officials now. We were a little shaky there for a while, but the lead man got in here under the wire. Antigo coming out in their maroon shorts, maroon tops, with the white numbers. Panthers in their new dig.
I'm guessing Natalie Brower is going to be jumping for the Panthers. We'll see here. Is she? Yep, she's in the inner circle.
Panthers in their home whites will be moving from our left to our right here in the first half. 2 18-minute halves in high school basketball. And Brower will be jumping center for the Panthers. She'll be going up against number 1 also, Hannah Zankovic. The 2 number 1s in the center circle. Ball's in the air. Tap is controlled by neither. A jump ball between Huberty, and that was Smith. So we're going to do it again. There was no possession.
Let's have a re-jump. A little practice. That was a practice one.
They're letting people get back on the circle in the center. And here we go again. Take 2. Ball's in the air. That one's going to be way out of play, and they're going to see if we got a official touch. That was off of Brower. It'll be Antigo basketball.
I thought we might have another re-jump, but
clearly touched by Brower, knocking it out of bounds. Here come the Red Robins. Panthers in a man-to-man defense. Albrecht out high guarding Zankovic. They go inside, off the window, and good. They went right inside to Smith over Brower. Sadowski pushing it up ahead. Albrecht on the right wing. Top of the key, Allen. They'll swing it left side. This is Huberty. Putting it on the floor, one bounce dribble. Sadowski, right wing, free throw line extended. They'll swing it hot from right to left. Little zone defense by the Red Robins. Here's Huberty taking it to the basket. Her shot off the mark and cleared by the Red Robins. Laney Wicks. Here's Zenkovic. To the baseline, picks up her dribble, tries to kick it back outside. It's in the backcourt, being run down. Sadowski's going to pick it up in the backcourt, and so there's no over back, and the jump ball will be going to the Panthers. Nice hustle by Sadowski. She could have, if she didn't think she was going to control that, could have let that thing go. It might have went out of bounds or was going to be touched for over and back by Red Robin.
She could have simply boxed her out and not allowed her enough. Well, either way, she was good there.
Fortunately, this jump ball goes to the Panthers, so no turnover on the hustle play. Albrecht will trigger the inbound underneath the Panthers' own basket. Gets it to Allen, back to Sadowski. They're looking for Albrecht in the corner. Open for three off the top of the backboard. Sadowski wrestling for the rebound, ripped away. Here comes the baseball pass up ahead to Zenkovic. Nice ball! Albrecht tries to save it in, and it goes out of bounds. Red Robins beat the Panthers back down the floor, but Albrecht swatted the attempt. Inbounding.
First block of the season for the Panthers.
Into the corner. This is Hotchkiss. Being guarded by Huberty. She's going to launch a long three. That's going to come up way short. Air ball. Brower clears it. Outlet to Huberty now. Sadowski pushing the left sideline with the left-hand dribble. Back on top to Allen. Huberty, top of the key. They'll swing it to Albrecht. She's going to fire three again. Right wing. Bingo! Hello, Dolly! Panthers on top, 3-2 after the triple by Albrecht.
Little full court pressure by the Panthers.
Zenkovic up ahead. She gets it back. Now Wicks between the circles. Again, man-to-man defense by the Panthers. We'll see some 1-3-1 out of them probably also. Back on top, Hotchkiss. They go inside one more time off the window. No good. Put back, no, by Smith as she out-battled Brower for that rebound, and she was fouled.
Brower picking up the first personal foul for the Panthers.
Going to the free throw line will be Kendall Smith, 5'9", senior forward for the Red Robins. Panthers on top, 3-2. We're almost 2 minutes into this first half of play. First free throw, off the mark, wide left. One more free throw coming, and that one's good. We're tied at 3. Sadowski up ahead to Albrecht on the right wing, puts it on the floor, gets to the baseline, kick back outside Sadowski. Allen, now Huberty left open from 15, no good. Put back Brower, yes.
Nice job by Brower crashing down on those boards for the putback.
Here's that full court pressure, little man-to-man style. Zenkovic breaks it herself. Lead pass ahead. Here's Smith, baseline jumper, good. Right back at him. Panthers want to control tempo, want to push it. Here's Albrecht firing another three. Same spot, right wing. That one bounces high off the back bracket, out of bounds. Over the top of the backboard. 5-5, 15-29 mark here in the first half.
Panthers going to continue with the pressure.
Bouncing it into the front court is Hotchkiss. Working against Albrecht now. Hands it off to Zenkovic. Panthers staying in the man-to-man half-court defense. On the back cut, nice find. They got Hotchkiss on the flex cut. Faked out, went in. They found her. She laid it up and in. Here's Huberty. Baseline jumper off the bounce. Gets her own rebound, and now a travel will be called.
Nice job by Emma battling for that board, following her shot. Panthers taking good shots right now.
Crossed into the lineup for the first time for the Panthers. She'll jump into a dead denial position on this full court pressure. Zenkovic gets it. Poke away by Sadowski. Lays it up and in, and a foul. Kratz got her hand on it, knocked it away. Sadowski picked it up and laid it in.
That's what Kennedy's going to give you every time she's on the floor. She's going to give it all. And she got dug in there and made a nice easy turnover for the Panthers, converting it to 2, possibly 3.
The full court pressure paid off on that trip. Sadowski's free throw. That one came up short. Tight rotation. There's Kratz over the knees. Gets the rebound. Bounces to Huberty. Up and under on the reverse lay, and it's good. Panthers on top, 9-7. Timeout. There you go.
That's basically 2 assists for Kratz right there. Both of those points came off of her Badger defense.
This is a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay right here. And as we mentioned in pregame, you're going to see a lot of scrappiness out of this Panther team, and they want to go end-to-end. We've seen them reap some rewards right away from that.
Yeah, she's like a bulldog going for the biscuit.
I'm going to ask her if she appreciates the bulldog part of that.
I think she will. I think she will.
Who knows? Maybe she's
not an appearance. It's not an appearance. It's an attitude we're talking.
Antigo will inbound underneath their own basket. Again, full court pressure, man-to-man style. Sadowski guarding Schepfer, who just came into the game. She's got it in the front court. Panthers looking to trap there. Back to Power.
Nice job. There's again.
And on the drop inside, she sunk to the level of the ball and takes it away. Huberty, ball above her head. Allen, top of the key. Kratz putting it on the floor to the baseline. Going hard to the basket, and a foul called. Kratz will go to the free throw line.
Kendall Smith picking up a foul for the Red Robins, her first personal, first team.
Kendall foul number 30, Kendall Smith, for first team, second.
Albrecht looking to check back in, as is Brenna Mock for Antigo. Kratz free throw came up short. Panthers on the 0 for so far from the line. Huberty will get a break.
Number 1,
See a lot of substitutions out of this Panther team as they want to go end-to-end. There's an air ball by Kratz on that free throw. Through nothing. Inbounding will be Hotchkiss. Schepfer hounded by Sadowski into the front court. Looking to trap again, lobbing it to the backside to Smith, and she's got the baseline jumper one more time. 9-9 is our score. Kratz back to Sadowski in the corner. On top to Kratz, open for 3. She doesn't take it. Now to Albrecht from the left side, no good. Put back Sadowski, no, knocked away. Here's a takeaway by Allen on the outlet. She poached that outlet pass, gets it on top to Brower. The Panthers will set the offense. 13:49 and counting here in the first half. We're tied at 9. Albrecht back on top. Allen, 17-footer, straight on, air ball. Sadowski saves into the hands of Smith. Then Sadowski comes back in and tries to tie her up, and she does.
Well, true to our words early, this is a scrappy team.
And now we're going to see the 3 Panther players that were on the bench on the floor. So all 10 of the Panthers have checked into this ball game. Here's Shallow pounding the ball in the backcourt. Schepfer in trouble. Lobs it up. Helmley came up a little short on that poach. Lead pass ahead to Smith. Bucket and a foul.
I'll tell you right now, Smith is killing the Panthers. She's responsible for all their points but 2.
Panthers had a chance for a steal on that pressure. Just did not anticipate the cross-court pass. Came up a little shy. And Smith buries the free throw to complete the 3-point play. One thing about pressure, you got to anticipate also. Kratz, Shallow. Helmley also into the game now. To Albrecht, putting it on the floor. Back on top to Kratz. Olivia Steffens, the Panthers' second senior, is also on the floor. Right now we've got Shallow, Kratz, Helmley, Albrecht, and Steffens on the floor for the Panthers. They're down 12-9. Foul called against the Red Robins.
Lily Nagel picking up her first personal.
Here's Kratz inbounding to Shallow. Against this zone defense of the Red Robins. Kratz driving baseline, in trouble there, and a travel is called. Got 2 deep and too many trees. Schepfer looking to inbound, bounces it to Hotchkiss. Lead pass ahead, knocked out of bounds by Steffens. Right to the Panther bench. Good deflection by Steffens. Coach Kaczmarek says his scrappy defense, it's all going to be about tips and deflection. How many times can we get our hands on the basketball? Into the corner, this is Brown. Back on top to Smith. Sitting on the floor was Moss. Back on top. Panthers in the man-to-man defense, thinking to the level of the ball.
On the
every
floor.
chance they can. Shallow had a hand on it. Kratz is going to cause a double dribble as Moss put both hands on it. Turnover, and a goal.
Near steal by Red Robin.
Basically a 2-1-2 look. Here's Shallow from the middle of the paint, off the back bracket and in.
Nice step-in take by Shallow right down the middle of the lane.
Stankovic beating the pressure with the left-handed dribble. Bounces up ahead to Sheffer. Over on the right side, this is Brown trying to go inside, taken away by Albrecht. 1-on-2. She's going to take it all the way to the basket, knocked on the floor, and an offensive foul is called. Albrecht tried to take it in around Stankovic, and she drew the charge.
Wow. That's one of those calls that could go either way, in my opinion. Panthers came on the wrong end of that one.
Back into the game for Antigo is Wicks, Lainey Wicks, a junior. She inbounds to Stankovic. Stankovic with the armbar, almost a steal by Helmley. There's one more time. Just a little more anticipation. She's got that steal. Stankovic on top to Wicks. Open three, left wing, no good. Nice block out by Helmley. She gets the rebound after it bounces to the floor. Kratz, right wing. Back to Shallow. Here's Helmley. Open three, straight on, no good off the front iron. On the outlet, Stankovic, one-on-one against Helmley. Nobody else back. Pull up over Helmley, way off the mark. And we're going to have a travel called on Stephens as she tried to gather that rebound.
Yeah, she got bodied a bit on that. Had a little help, but
12-11, 11:34 left to go in the first half. Antigo on top by a point. Stankovic will inbound for the Red Robins underneath their own basket. Looking, still looking, gets it into Wicks, puts it on the floor. Pull-up jumper, nice block out by Kratz that time. One and done for the Red Robins. Shallow pushes the right sideline, taps the break, slows it down. They'll swing it right to left. Here's Albrecht on the left wing going inside to Stephens, posting up on the block. Bounces it back outside. Albrecht, fade and twist, good.
Beauty, swish.
From about 18 on the left side, that was Albrecht. Stankovic again, directing traffic. Now she'll lob over the top. This is to Brown. There's an anticipated pick by Helmley. Brown hits the deck right in front of us. Helmley into the front court. Pushes over to Shallow. Open three, straight on. Came up just short. Albrecht tried to save it. Just couldn't do it.
She could do it. She just didn't have anywhere to throw it. She turned. She was ready to fire. She couldn't find anyone. So she just kind of hung on to it.
That was Caitlin Albrecht on that. Should mention we've got two Albrecht, Caitlin Albrecht and Carrie Albrecht. Carrie's the sophomore. Caitlin is the junior. Timeout called on the floor. We'll take a quick one also. You're listening to Panther Basketball in WOCO.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Red Robins trying to break the pressure here. Albrecht knocks it away. That's Caitlin Albrecht knocks it away. It'll stay to Antigo on the sideline right in front of the Panther bench. Far sideline to us. Panthers on top by one. 13-12. They get it into Wicks. Wicks being guarded by Shallow. Picks up her dribble. Stankovic trying to work the bounce against Carrie Albrecht. Gets it over to Wicks. Elbow jumper. Way off the mark. Nice block out by Steffen. Outlets to Shallow. Shallow looking ahead. She's got Albrecht. Back on top trying to hit a streaking Steffen going down the lane. No good. And here comes Stankovic. She lost it in the backcourt. Picks it back up. Gets it over to Wicks. Top of the key. Left of the lane. Running left-hander. Good off the window. And she's fouled. Wicks will go to the free throw line to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Carrie Albrecht picking up the foul for the Panthers. Wicks looking to drop it in. No good.
Rebound comes off of Albrecht. She saves it in right to the Red Robins, trying to bounce it inside to Zankovic. Now on the outside, this is Dodd, and we're going to have a foul called on Caitlin Albrecht, I believe. All this possession set up because the Panthers did not get the rebound off the missed free throw.
That's Caitlin's second foul.
Zankovic will inbound underneath their own basket, looking, still looking, still looking. Goes way outside. This is Nagel. Gets it over to Wicks, driving middle, running right-hander. No putback by Wicks is good. Excuse me, that was Smith on the putback. 16-13.
Thought it was Wicks.
That's what I thought, but the announcer said Smith. Maybe he said Wicks. I could be wrong.
He said Smith, but it looked like Wicks to me. Smith Wicks.
We got a foul on Antigo on the other end, trying to reach in against the driving Panthers. Shallow Stephens out, back in Brower and Sadowski. Carrie Albrecht will inbound. Now it'll be on the outside. They're going to move her to the sideline. Free throw line extended. Carrie looking to inbound. Still looking. Bounces to Sadowski. He'll set the offense.
Oh, what a nice inbound play.
Albrecht to Albrecht. And she lays it up and in.
She also got the full somersault in. What a nice design play by Coach.
There's a poke check away by Caitlin Albrecht. Caitlin's seen some extended time here in the first half. Trying to get that steal against Zankovic. Forces the pickup. Kicked over to Hotchkiss. She's going to pull up from 17. No good. Brower clears the rebound. Outlets to Sadowski. Lead pass ahead. This is Carrie Albrecht. Puts it on the floor, trying to get to the baseline. Cut off there. Sadowski. Pull up. 19-footer off the board. No good. Zankovic with a rebound. Swinging the arm bars and now picks up the dribble in the backcourt. Panthers want to hound there. Sadowski trying to get ahead of Wicks, and she's going to be called for a body foul.
Got to move your feet. Got to get in front.
If you don't have the angle, you just got to sprint to the new spot. Wicks will inbound just to our left. And checking in will be Kaylin Allen for Megan Helmley. Morgan Helmley, sorry. Wicks looking into the backcourt. This is Hotchkiss. Albrecht went for the steal. Zankovic firing three, no good. Rebound. Controlled by the Red Robins, and a travel will be called. Traveling by Nagel as she went up and down with that rebound. 8:53 left to go in the half. Antigo by one over the Panthers. No full court pressure by Antigo. We've seen nothing but zone on this other end. And we're going to see the same here. Now they drop. Looks like they either dropped into a man-to-man. Quick post cut. Trying to get it into Allen, and we're going to have a tie-up.
Going to stay with the Panthers?
Probably not the best choice trying to get that one in. Not much room there for Kaylin Allen, even if she would have caught it clean. Albrecht, Sadowski, back on top. This is Allen. They'll go to the corner. Brower, ball above her head, back on top. They'll swing it left to right. Allen putting it on the floor. Pull up. Free throw line. No good. Cleared by Smith. She gets it to Wick. She steps out of bounds. Nice cutoff by Albrecht. Turnover. Antigo. Good hustle defense by the Panthers. Swarming the ball.
That was right in front of us, Todd.
Saw the whole thing.
It was a good 8 inches out.
Official rate on it also. Didn't need our help, but we were here.
I think we nudged him in the right direction.
Here's Allen. Sadowski. Open. Left wing. No good. Rebound all the way outside to Hotchkiss.
Got a double.
And we're going to have a foul called in the backcourt as the Panthers again trying to hound the basketball.
Sadowski picking up her second.
And we're going to have bonus free throws coming for Antigo the rest of the way. 8 minutes of free throw shooting for the Red Robin.
That's the price to pay sometimes when you got a scrappy team, but right now it's the kind of fouls you don't mind seeing, in my opinion. They're aggressive. They're not.
Sadowski picks up her second. Coach takes her to the bench. I want to pick up that third right away. Hotchkiss on the free throw line, shooting the bonus. Too strong. Long rebound all the way outside, run down by Smith. And now it's knocked out of bounds by the Panthers again as Kratz on the floor. She put like a little sweeper on her back because she spends a lot of time on the floor.
You gotta get that biscuit.
Mock outside the Wicks. Wicks ball above her head, picks up her dribble. She's in trouble. Back on top. This is Mock. Pounded by Kratz. Knocked out of bounds by Huberty.
There's
and
another one.
Another touch by Hotchkiss. Huberty got a finger on it, then Hotchkiss went for it. It went out of bounds. Turnover, all caused by the deflection. Panthers need a good look this time. Allen, free throw line. Trying to bounce it inside. Shallow, kick back outside to Kratz. She's got Shallow on the baseline. Kratz, pull up, long distance. Off the back bracket, over the top again. That's the second or third time we've seen that long, high rebound go over the top of the backboard. Huberty, Shallow, Kratz, Allen, and Brower on the floor for Oconto Falls right now. Hotchkiss looking ahead.
Gave up the easy one.
Oh! Gonna travel. That was Nagel, excuse me. Nagel had nobody back against her. She fumbled it, she traveled, she turned it over.
That's one of those when it became too easy.
Kratz, right wing. Back on top to Shallow, playing catch with Kratz. Kratz puts it on the floor, gets to the baseline. Circle move out. Allen looking into the corner. This is Huberty putting it on the deck. Trying to get inside, and we're going to have a travel called on Huberty. Ran out of real estate underneath the basket.
Yeah, Red Robins did a nice job closing off that baseline.
Panthers have been in full court pressure the entire ball game. They're hounding again in the backcourt. Shallow. Trying to cut off Mock. They'll skip it over to Wicks, puts it on the floor, gets to the line, to the lane, kick back outside, long distance three, rattled around and out. Rebound by Nagel, put back, no, Brower clears. Outlets to Shallow, pushing the right sideline, no numbers. 1-on-4, she'll kick it back outside. Allen, ball faking, trying to work against Mock. Shallow at the elbow, bouncing it to Huberty, ball's on the floor, bodies on the floor, and we're going to have a held ball going to Antigo.
Panthers with some good vision. See some good open players, but that pass is just a little late, allowing Antigo to get in there and tie it up.
Shallow bothers the dribbler just enough. She loses the ball out of bounds. I think the head coach over there might have been a little bit of a
hindrance
distraction also. Player couldn't get around him. Shallow. Kratz.
Who's all up in her proximity.
Here's Brower. Left side. No good.
Nice score by Kratz.
Offensive rebound.
And a putback.
Lawless player on the floor gives the Panthers the 1-point lead. He pass ahead to Moss. Dropping it on the right side all the way to the basket. Brower. Shallow up the sideline. She's got Huberty. Back to Shallow. Helmley just back into the ball game. Kratz, ball above her head. Back on top. Helmley.
Right in the middle lane.
Brower. They can't get it there. Now Kratz in the corner, and a travel is called. Tried to head fake, a shot fake, and shuffled those feet.
Yeah, Natalie Brower was camped right there in the middle of the lane. Had a nice look at it. All it just needed was the ball.
Scheffner back in for Antigo. This is Mock. Bring it into the front court. Panthers try to double anytime they can on the dribbler. Into the corner. This is Nagel. Skip pass out on top. Brown, three. No. Long rebound comes out to Kratz. She's going to push the front court. Again, no numbers. Antigo doing a nice job of getting back on defense. Helmley puts it on the floor. Bounces to Kratz on the right wing. Back on top, they'll go right to left. Huberty in the left corner. Brower steps out to reverse the ball one more time. Coach K calling for a set play. We're closing in on 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Panthers on top by 1. Kratz in the short corner. Back out on top. Brower goes to the baseline. Little arm bar. Here's Huberty from the left side. Got it! 19-16 by Huberty. From 12 on the left side. Shepard. Again, Kratz with the deflection. She's got the steal. She's got the play-in and a foul. Kennedy Kratz doing it all on the defensive side.
She is a beast tonight. She's
21
bringing her A game.
Kratz deflected it, gathered it, laid it in, and now she's got a free throw coming her way.
Senior setting the bar early here in this game. This is how we're going to play it, girls.
Kennedy has one free throw coming. Came up short on that one again. Here's an outlet looking for Sepler.
Yeah,
and a travel called on Sepler.
Yeah.
Helmley was back on defense.
Yeah, she pinned that right on her hip. Sadowski back in.
With those two fouls, with 4:39 left to go in the half. I'm sure they'll look at the tape and Morgan will realize there's a few opportunities she has to get those steals if she's anticipating. Here's Helmley to the baseline, and she's going to go to the free throw line as she was fouled on the shot. Morgan Helmley, sophomore, played on the varsity last year as a freshman, as did Natalie Brower and Carrie Albrecht. Those three freshmen seeing valuable time. Going to be called on big time here in their sophomore campaign. First free throw's off the mark by Helmley. Zenkovic back on the floor for Antigo. She was on the bench for quite a few minutes there. Panthers made a run. Now have a 5-point lead. Helmley's second free throw, no good. Rebound controlled by Antigo. Pressured in the backcourt. They tried to get Zenkovic. Panthers only had one player back on defense, and they went over the top.
Well, I can tell you what, early insight here for Coach. 6 missed free throws, none made.
Sadowski to the elbow. This is Steffens. Kicks back outside. Helmley, and they're going to call her for double dribble. She didn't handle the pass. They called that a dribble. Then she tried to put it on the floor. Called for the turnover. 30-second timeout. We'll take one off, though. 4:12 left to go in the first half. Panthers on top by 5. You're listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Panthers have 10 players on their varsity roster, and all 10 have been into the ball game. And with this up-tempo style, they need all the bodies they can get.
And 6 out of 10 have scored already, Ted.
Antigo inbounding in right in front of their own bench, and it's a turnover as the Panthers denying that inbound. Scheffler had no place to go. She stepped into the playing floor.
See if they can run that same inbounds play before they scored on.
This is Caitlin Albrecht inbounding. Goes outside Sadowski. Here's Helmley. Keeping it on the outside, driving middle. Sadowski kicks over to Kratz. Steffens rotates it. Helmley, 3, no good. Rebound. Kratz trying to keep it alive. Lost the handle. Outlet. Here comes Zenkovic. Zenkovic working against Helmley. Gets through the basket, lays it up and in.
Got to stop ball. Got to get in front of her on that one, Todd.
Sadowski manning the point for the Panthers. Working against this zone look against, and now a turnover. Sadowski tried to pick it up, didn't have anybody put it back down on the floor. 21-18, 3:36 left to go in the first half. Ball's on the floor one more time. Panthers go down after it, and somebody's on the line. It's the Panther. It's Albrecht touching the ball and touching the sideline, but good hustle. Coach K has to love that. 3:33. Threes are wild right now. Panthers on top by 3. Kratz guarding Zenkovic. She drives with the left hand, middle of the paint, pull up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Off the glass, no. One more time, and a foul called on the Panthers.
And I believe that's going to go on Caitlin Albrecht, picking up her third.
Albrecht, that's her third.
See how Coach K plays this. Closing in on the end of the first half. First free throw, no good. It's bonus, so Helmley clears the rebound. Panthers with the basketball. The 1-3-1 look by Antigo. Sadowski driving middle again. In trouble. Tied up by Zenkovic.
Yeah, she dribbled right into that. She's going to take it down the middle. She's got to be prepared to either go all the way or get rid of the ball.
Sadowski will inbound for Oconto Falls underneath their own basket. Helmley, corner. Back on top, Kratz looking for Sadowski into the corner. Off that set play. Tapped away from her. Taken away by Antigo. Brown almost lost it in the backcourt. Gets it up ahead to Zenkovic. Zenkovic is going to be called for a travel as he was fumbling that thing for a good 3 or 4 steps. Pressure defense can cause a lot of turnovers.
Fresh 5 in for the Panthers.
It's a hockey switch. 5 new ones for Oconto Falls. That'll get Caitlin Albrecht with those 3 fouls onto the bench. Good move to take her out. You don't want somebody getting there 4, especially when you're playing this many bodies. It's their 4th in the first half, that is. So now we have Allen, Shallow, Huberty, Brower, and Carrie Albrecht on the floor. Carrie Albrecht with the ball in hand, outside to Huberty, back to Albrecht. She gets to the baseline, circle move to Brower, head fake, pull up, 15, no good. Shallow trying to keep it alive, knocked away from her, but last touch by Shallow.
Yeah, about a 12-foot jumper for Brower there. It was a good look, just didn't go down for the Panthers.
Zenkovic. Now Albrecht with
the
that
shot, Coach,
long pass ahead, thrown away one more time. Coach Yonks came up with that one. I think he's telling the officials to see those hands. He one-handed it. Shallow with 2:25 and counting.
You mean Odell Beckham over there?
Here's Allen. Back to Shallow. Right of the wheel. Carrie Albrecht trying to split the defense. A little right-hand scoop. No. Emma Huberty kicks back outside to Allen. Allen firing away. No good. Brower comes away with it. Knocked away from her by Zenkovic, and then Brower takes her to the floor. Foul on Natalie Brower.
It's going to be Natalie's second, I believe.
21-18 is our score, and going to the free throw line will be Zenkovic.
Looks like Kratz is going to come back in for the Panthers.
And this is for Carrie Albrecht. Carrie must have lost the contact. She ran off to the trainer, and she's reapplying. Zenkovic on the free throw line. This is a 1-and-1. Up and in. 21-19. 2:04 to go in the half. Panthers by a deuce. Zenkovic with one more. Right hand senior, good. 21-20. Shallow up ahead to Kratz. She's open behind the arc. She was so open she didn't realize it. She looked at the basket, shuffled her feet, turned it over. Nobody
Banked it in after the whistle. No good.
Here's Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss, Shallow. pushing her to the left side. Back on top to Zenkovic. We're under 2 minutes to go. To Hotchkiss, trying to get to the baseline, going inside, lost the handle. That was Nagel. Panthers come away with it. Shallow pushes the right sideline. Back on top, Huberty, catch and shoot three, straight on, no good. Brower with ball in hand. Outside, Shallow, jumper, no good. Zenkovic coming down with it. Panthers, 4 people around her. She's swinging arm bars, and now she'll dribble out. Could have been called for a swing there as she caught Kaylin Allen right in the midsection. 1:15 going inside. Zenkovic, and guess who's on the floor? Kratz and Zenkovic. Both hitting the deck, going for that loose ball. It went off Kratz last. Lexi Dodd checks back in for the Red Robins.
Taking a few of these shots, the Panther girls are just rushing it a little bit. They just need to take a little bit more time to gather themselves and get set before they fire that one off.
Here's Wick trying to drive against Shallow. Gets it to the middle of the lane. In trouble now. Kicks back outside to Hotchkiss. Looks at the three with Huberty guarding her. Picks up the dribble. In trouble. Over to Zenkovic. 1 minute left to go in the half. Down to Dodd on the block. Working up against Brower. Hits the bottom of the backboard. Kaylin Allen clears it. Outlet to Shallow. Quick pass, little left, trying for Brower. Good idea, just off the fingertip of Brower. Shallow thought she had a beauty.
Yeah, she was giving the old frog hop down there, jumping up and down. Oh, I can't believe we missed that one.
Nice idea on the fast break attempt, and now we're going to have a blocking foul called on Kratz, trying to cut off Zenkovic on the sideline. We're in a double bonus for Antigo.
That's Kennedy's first foul. Zenkovic to the line where she's 2-2, knocked down those last 2 attempts. Nice, clean, and pure. Put the kibosh on her, Todd.
Looking to tie this thing up right now with 44 seconds left. She does just that. 21 all. This free throw, if made, will give Antigo their first lead since 16-15. That one, no friendly bounce. It goes off Antigo and out of bounds. We're tied at 21. Panthers with the ball.
42.5 seconds left in that first half here.
See how the Panthers do this.
They're calling diamond. They'll run a little diamond.
See if they save it for one. There's Dodd. He's going to be called for the hip foul against Kratz, and Kratz will go to the free throw line.
Yep.
She's had some difficulty there, as all the Panthers have.
Nobody's pulled the line yet for the Panthers and knocked one down. Now would be the ideal time.
Kennedy has come up short on hers. See if she can use those legs and push this thing up there.
Bend and extend.
Bend, set, extend. You bet. That one looks much better.
There it is.
Good.
I think she just needed a little coaching.
Got a wireless right to you. Second free throw, no bounce by Kennedy. Spins it up and in. That was the ticket, Brett. 23-21, and Carrie Albrecht, checks in for Emma Huberty. Panthers going to stay pressure here. They're going to double in the backcourt. They're still in trouble. Kratz to the floor, bounces up ahead, and we're going to have a held ball, a quick one. Kratz went to the deck to take that steal. Possession arrow to Antigo.
Nice pressure by the Panthers again.
From her knees, she was trying to get it up ahead to Carrie Albrecht. But the quick whistle called the held ball. On the sideline, Wicks trying to bounce it inside. No angle, threw it out of bounds. That's a tough pass from that far out, trying to bounce it into the block area. Panthers with the possession, 25 seconds left to go and a 2-point lead. Here's Albrecht. Back to Shallow. And we're going to have a foul called against Antigo.
Brianna Muck.
Samantha Shallow will go to the free throw line. Sammy, a 5'3" junior.
Sammy touching the line for the first time tonight.
One of those scrappy players for the Panthers. That free throw is no good. On the floor, again, Panthers going down. Dodd and Kennedy. Well, she's not real tall, so it's not a big drop to get to the floor, but she does it.
Oh, you don't think she's going to mind that one?
I'm heightening. Here's Albrecht, long distance. Oh! That's Carrie Albrecht. 26-21.
Our second three of the first half.
7 seconds, 5 seconds into the front court. It's Moss trying to go outside. This is Wick in trouble. 1 second. The horn's going to go off. The Panthers do not let them get a shot off. And we'll end the first half with the Panthers on top, 26-21. Tied at 21 all with 44 seconds left to go. Panthers run off the final 5 points of the half and take a 26-21 lead. Very competitive, very scrappy first half, Brett.
Yeah, well, just on my quick count here, Panthers forcing almost 20 turnovers here in the first half.
That's almost 1 a minute, a little over 1 a minute if you're accurate. Brett and I are going to step out, let Dave go to work back in the studio. Panthers on top, 26-21 in this non-conference basketball game. Brett and I will be back for second half in just a few minutes. You're listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO.
Holidays are a time of joy. Don't let money worries get in the way. Want a stress-free holiday? Call NEW Credit Union at 800-924-1250 and ask about our holiday loan special. That's 800-924-1250. Rates as low as 4.99% annual percentage rate for a 12-month term. Maximum amount $2,500. Our loan specialists work hard to help you get the loan that fits your needs. Rates subject to credit worthiness. Stop at any one of our locations or you can apply online at newcu.org. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $8.56 per $100 borrowed. All loans subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. With offices in Oconto, Surrey, Oconto Falls, and Peshtigo, we are federally insured by the NCUA. Membership eligibility required. This holiday season, remember, we can help you own it.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
The basketball Badgers get a good test tonight when they host 15th-ranked Xavier at the Kohl Center. I'm Bill Scott with sports. Part of the Gavitt tip-off game is matching teams from the Big Ten and the Big East. Badger freshman guard Brad Davison on Xavier.
Fast team. Transition defense is huge. Taking care of the ball on offense is huge. But it's really just the same things that we stress every game. So we just think that as long as we execute our game plan and play the way that we know how to play, very excited to get back out there and see what happens.
Tip time set for 7:30 at the Kohl Center tonight. Bucks are off until Saturday when they head to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. The Bucks beat Detroit last night 99-95 at the Bradley Center, running their win streak to 4 and ending the Pistons' win streak at 5. Chris Middleton, 27 points to lead the Bucks. He said afterwards he's playing a lot harder.
First couple games, I don't think I was playing hard enough. I talked to some coaches, my teammates. KG also came in, and the common thing that most of the guys were saying is that I just need to play harder. And I think it was true. I was thinking too much about other stuff, but now I feel like I'm just playing hard and not worried about everything else.
Another day of practice in the books for the Packers as they get ready for Sunday's matchup with Baltimore at Lambeau Field. Quarterback Brett Hundley on the Ravens defense.
They play their defense well. They're a heavy scheme team. Veteran group in the back. I think they're really good pass defense right now. So it's going to be a challenge, but as long as we do what we're coached to do, we're efficient with our game plan, we'll be fine.
Football Badgers play their final home game Saturday, and they do so against rival Michigan at Camp Randall. Wisconsin offensive coordinator Joe Rudolph on that Michigan defensive front.
They're good. Those D linemen, they stand stand out. They can make plays individually. They can win one-on-ones, explosive guys inside, edge rushers. They can play the run. They could rush the passer. Those things stand out.
2017 senior class has a school record 42 wins, doing so despite a pair of coaching changes. Baseball handed out their Cy Young Award winners in the National American League last night. Tonight, the baseball writers reveal the winners of the respective league MVP honors. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
All right, who's ready for a deer drive? Does everyone have their Blaze Orange on? Don't forget your Blaze Orange hat. Does everybody know the plan? If you're walking or driving, no guns. Turn your two-way radios on, please. And don't move from your designated spots. We have aerial maps so everybody knows where everybody is. Slow, steady pace, lots of communication.
All the safe zones and shooting lanes are marked.
Is everyone clear on the plan? Any questions? Plan your hunt and hunt your plan.
A message from the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources.
This is a test to find out if you know it all when it comes to children. Name one of the leading killers of U.S. children age 1 to 13. What's the best way to protect children in a car crash? At what age and size should a child start using a booster seat?
Don't assume you know it all when it comes to car seats for your child. Go to safercar.gov/the-right-seat and know for sure. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love seeing him smile when he high-fives his teammates. I love seeing his eyes light up when his team scores a goal. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that high school sports have never been safer. Why? Because coaches have more information than they've ever had. Training techniques are more sophisticated, and equipment has never been more advanced. Playing high school sports isn't just safe. It's still the best way to give your teenager a healthy head start in life. And that's something I really love.
This message about the value of high school sports is presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Holidays are a time of joy. Don't let money worries get in the way. Want a stress-free holiday? Call NEW Credit Union at 800-924-1250 and ask about our holiday loan special. That's 800-924-1250. Rates as low as 4.99% annual percentage rate for a 12-month term. Maximum amount $2,500. Our loan specialists work hard to help you get the loan that fits your needs. Rates subject to credit worthiness. Stop at any one of our locations or you can apply online at newcu.org. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $8.56 per $100 borrowed. All loans subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. With offices in Oconto, Zuring, Oconto Falls, and Peshtigo, we are federally insured by the NCUA. Membership eligibility required. This holiday season, remember, we can help you own it.
He's Brett. I'm Todd. We're back at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. We're at halftime. The Lady Panthers on top of Antigo, 26-21. Scrappy first half. We talked about it. Brett, Panthers getting after it on the floor. Free throw shooting. 2 of 9 in the first half for the Panthers, 5 of 10 for Antigo, so neither team lighting it up from the line. But if they keep this up, we could see a lot of free throws coming in the second half.
Yeah, we could. Let's take a quick look at our other numbers here. Leading the way for Red Robins tonight at the half is Kendall Smith with 10 points. 5 points for Zenkovic, 4 points for Wick, and 2 points for Hotchkiss. And on the Panthers side, leading the way with 10 points, Kerry Albrecht, 6 points for Kennedy Krotz, 4 points for Huberty, 2 points for Sadowski, 2 points for Shallow, and 2 points for Brower. couple other games in action tonight around the conference. Wrightstown taking on Schwabenau in a non-conference game, and Little Chute and Keto playing as well tonight.
I want to mention that the Panther boys will start their season on the road at Stirring next Tuesday, the 21st. Brett and I will be in the house, bring that ball game back to you listeners. And we want to mention that all of our broadcasts this year will be live streamed on YouTube. You can go to WOCO Radio Sports Stream, and that's on YouTube. Catch the game if you're out of our listening area.
Yeah, you like this so much, you can listen to them tomorrow, too, because it'll still be on there.
It's just a running replay. So we're excited about that, expanding our listening area. Start the second half. Go ahead, Brett. I'm sorry.
I was good. The Panthers got to keep doing the same thing they did in that first half, causing those turnovers and playing that scrappy and intense defense that they're throwing out there.
It will be Antigo's ball to start the second half. They will be moving from our left to our right. In the first half, Panthers played nothing but full-court man-to-man defense. We saw Antigo switch up their defenses a little bit. We could get going, but I don't think we have any officials. Here they come. One,
they're still looking for the main guy, I guess.
They're coming out. They're shaking their heads like nobody told us, but also, like you said, the lead man is not with them. Might be some, I don't want to speculate, but.
You're going to.
I'll say nothing.
All right. Then.
He was late coming out in the first half. He's not here yet in the second half, so I let our listeners draw their own conclusions.
I'm checking out the concession stand.
Here he comes now.
I don't see him over there.
Here he comes. He's not grabbing him.
I thought maybe he was grabbing a hot dog.
And now we're out full strength, both teams and officials. He's smiling, so.
He's like, hey, nobody told me you guys left.
As I said, it's Antigo basketball. To begin the second half. On the floor for the Panthers will be Carrie Albrecht, Brianna Sadowski, Kaylin Allen, Emma Huberty, and Natalie Brower. Inbounding, they get it to Zenkovic. Albrecht with that assignment. Gets the ball screen, moving right. She pulls up from 15, no good, way off the mark. Huberty with the rebound. Outlets to Sadowski. Down the right sideline, lead pass ahead to Carrie Albrecht. Back on top, Sadowski, right of the wheel. They look inside to Brower, now bounce it in there, tapped away. Sadowski picks it up. She's got Allen left side to Huberty, baseline jumper, off the mark. Good open look. Brower with the putback, yes. From the baseline, Natalie Brower gives the Panthers a 28-21 lead here early in the second half.
And that's definitely what they're going to need out of Natalie this year, is her attacking those boards and getting those putbacks.
There's a foul called on Sadowski, going for the interception, bodied up.
I'm just telling you, I started with 4 pencils. I'm down to 2.
That's 3 fouls on Sadowski. She's going to check out right away. And Sammy Shallow in, I'm sorry.
That was a quick foul that Sadowski didn't need to pick up.
Wicks will be inbounding right to our right. Get it in, get it right back to her. She's looking inside. Lobs it in, looking for Nagel. Back outside, hot kiss, air ball, saved in, but stepping on the line will be Dodd, and it'll be Panther basketball. Panthers are right now on a 7-0 run if you go back to the last 44 seconds of the first half.
Yeah, Red Robin's yet to drop a 3-ball in here tonight, Todd. I don't know how many they've attempted, but they've taken a few.
Here's Brower at the elbow. Skips opposite to Allen. Kicked it back outside to Shallow. Allen, free throw line extended. Huberty, head fake, down the baseline. She ran into Smith, and Smith is going to be called for the foul. Huberty going to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Nice ball fake and take by Emma.
Yeah, way to drive it on the baseline. Smith picking up her second personal. First trip to the line for Emma tonight.
Pounds the dribble, floats it up, and in.
Perfect. That's what we like to see.
Get that first one to drop from the line. Took 8 tries before they got one in the first half, but starting off well here.
First to go here.
Emma came up short. Not way out of bounds. Emma's got it, bounces it inside to Shallow, and she's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line. Nice hustle on that missed free throw by Huberty.
Zankovic picking up her second personal. Let's see if Shallow can fare a little bit better from the line.
Tammy Hyarker, no good. She's got one more coming. 29-21. Just over a minute gone here in the second half. Second free throw. I don't know if that hit iron. That must have hit a little bit because they let it play on. Zankovic trying to beat Albrecht down the right sideline. Shallow comes over to try and trap. Quick pass, low left. Nice find by Zankovic, laying it up and in was Smith.
Yeah, Smith is quite the player for Antigo right now. She's pretty much carrying the team on her shoulders.
Here's Albrecht to Huberty. Kick back outside. Shallow launching. Oh, look at that one. Good. I don't know if she called the bank, but it was open. 31-23. There's a knockdown here. This might be a foul called. I guess it's going to go on Albrecht. I thought they might get dodged for an illegal screen because it kind of came up from behind her. No, they are going to call it on Dodge.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
She did not give Albrecht any space there.
That's Dodd second. Already 3 personal or team fouls for the Antigo.
Shallow will walk it into the front court. Brower at the free throw line. Back over to Allen. Allen, free throw line extended on the left side. Now Albrecht on the right. Shallow manning the point right now, center of the floor. In for Sadowski. 2 minutes gone by here in the first half. Panthers on top by 8, 31-23. Brower. They bounce to Allen at the elbow. Back outside to Brower. Beyond the three-point arc. I'm sure they're going to try and get Natalie back inside. Here's a pull-up by Albrecht. Air ball. Huberty saves it into Brower. Driving middle. Pull-up. Free throw line. It's Shallow. No good. Rebound cleared by Smith. Hustling back to the other end. On the push. Hotchkiss just throws up a wild one. Shallow into the front court. Trying to Brower went off her hands and out of bounds.
That's the second time Sammy's gotten a good pass to Natalie.
Yeah, I guess that one was tipped by Antigo. Albrecht will inbound. Going to lob to the elbow area for Brower. Back to Albrecht. Free throw line, no good. That rebound goes off the hands of the Panthers.
Oh, ref's got to run that one down.
See if they had that net down.
I was saying, why is
the curtain down?
The curtain's usually down. Because there was no second game tonight for the JV?
First game, yeah. I don't know. Maybe the cheerleaders wanted to man that side. Again, full court pressure by the Panthers. Zankovic trying to cross over. Knocked away, loose on the floor. Huberty goes down to the deck, and she's going to be called for a foul. Again, nice hustle by the Panthers. Trying to double-team any chance they get.
Emma picking up her first foul.
They're going to have a timeout called by Antigo.
Taking a full.
With 15-13 left to go in the ball game. Panthers on top by 8, 31-23. We'll be right back. You're listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO Sports Radio.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
31-23 is our score. 15-13 mark here in the second half. We mentioned it from the get-go. The Panthers are going to try to play end-to-end transition basketball, and they have not let up at all in this ballgame. They don't have a pure scorer, so they're going to try and create any kind of offensive opportunities they can with defensive pressure.
Yeah, right now, Caitlin Albrecht with 10 points, 2 threes in the first half. She's the top scorer right now for the Panthers.
Zankovic right on the right sideline. Cut off over and back is the call as Albrecht just got giving her trouble. She just backed up too far and stepped back into the backcourt. Again, good pressure by the Panthers.
A little foot fault there.
right in front of us again.
That's because we've got the best seats in the house, Dad.
I think everybody has.
Oh, there's a turnover.
Zenkovic trying to work against Dallow. Beats her to the other end, lays it up and in. 6-point Panther lead. Albrecht, right sideline. Over to Brower, elbow, kicks opposite. Here's Allen going with the high arcer. Saved in. Huberty's got it, and she's fouled underneath.
That's hustled by Brower. That was hustled by Brower, tipping that one back in. Antigo thought that was a done deal going out of bounds. Natalie snuck her way in there and tipped it back in.
Emma back on the floor, or back on the free throw line, I should say.
Rolling
and friendly bounce.
Got her to drop.
5 new ones coming in for the Panthers, and it'll be Caitlin Albrecht who I have to wait. She's checking in for Emma. Second free throw. That's one.
Bang. Cha-ching.
And Albrecht checks in. Panthers back up by 8.
The pressure continues.
And it's the nice thing about when they make these substitutions, all of these players can go end-to-end, full court. They're basically all clones of one another. Steffens is going to be called for a foul as he was playing behind Smith as they tried to get it to Kendall Smith at the free throw line after breaking the pressure. Zenkovic is inbounding, tapping her head. That's a signal for somebody. Gets it into Hotchkiss. Goes right back inside to Zenkovic as he was posting up. Pratt.
A little size mismatch there. Took advantage of it in the block.
That might have been the signal. I'll get it in, and I'm going to post up right away. Here's Helmley. In trouble on the baseline. Tries to go up and under. Rebound controlled by Wick. Zenkovic. Sadowski hounding her in the backcourt, trying to make her turn left. Picks up her dribble. Hotchkiss lobbing inside. They're looking for, knocked away by Helmley. They were looking for Smith on the block. Helmley came over from the weak side to help. Zenkovic again on a quick inbound. They get it in to Hotchkiss, and Caitlin Albrecht is called for a foul from behind.
That's going to be her fourth.
Just got caught trailing Hotchkiss coming right to the ball. She looped around from the free throw line and right down the lane line.
You're in trouble at that point already.
Here's Hotchkiss. Her free throw is no good. Dodd wants to check out. Check in, I should say. Pounding the dribble. Hotchkiss. Free throw is good. Kaylin Allen will also check in at this point. And it'll be for Caitlin Albrecht. Caitlin with those 4 fouls. 14 minutes left to go in the ball game. Need her down the stretch too. Here's Sadowski trying to run the right wing, and Hotchkiss just a step late picks up the foul. She almost had a transition basket there.
Hotchkiss picking up her first foul.
Sadowski on the right sideline trying to get to the baseline. To the free throw line, Allen. Now to Steffens into the corner. This is Helmley putting it on the floor. Splits the defense, in trouble, and we're going to have a travel called.
But she got a little help there. So did she.
Morgan splitting the defense. There was a bump. There was contact. They call it for the step. Hotchkiss. Oh, there's a screen. Dodd got run over by Allen. No call there. All the way end to end. Left it short.
With the big rebound. Defensive board.
Here comes Sadowski. Back to Kratz between the circle. 13.5 and counting here to go in the ballgame. Quick pass trying to go low left to Sadowski. Taken away. Wicks anticipating that pass. Lead pass ahead. Zenkovic. On top to Hotchkiss. Launching 3, right wing. Off the mark. Helmley with the rebound. Again, Panthers trying to run any chance they get. Sadowski to the line. Dumping it down to the baseline. Steffens jumper. No good. Rebound cleared by Zenkovic. She looks gassed right now. Here comes Smith. Down the lane line, lays it up and in. 33-30, three-point Panther lead.
Panthers need to do a better job containing Smith.
Allen has it poked away. Looking to the corner. They got Helmley. Pulls up, open 15.
That's the way to knock it in.
And we're going to have a timeout called by Coach K. I think he saw that a lot of people were gassed on that possession. To give them a little break here,
that was a nice
set up their press.
That was a nice hit by Hemley. Just took one head fake, took a step closer, and knocked it in nice and pure along the baseline. Their first basket of the game.
See how the Panthers play this coming out of the timeout. Sometimes Coach likes to change things up. I think this time was just because he either needed to get some new people in or just give this group a little break.
I think, just give him a little wind, catch the breath.
But you never know. Maybe he'll come out full court pressure, but maybe a little more zone type. Maybe he'll go to the diamond press just to change things up, give them a different look. Right now, Antigo is trying to break this pressure, get it to a good ball-handling guard, and bring it up with the dribble.
Right now, Antigo has been doing a much better job with that. Unofficially only one turnover here so far in the second half after giving up almost 20 in the first. So I'm sure that was a point of emphasis at halftime in the Robins locker room.
Panthers 5-5, 12:33 left to go in the first half. It's Krotz, Stetson, Helmley, Sadowski, and Huberty on the floor for Oconto Falls. For Antigo, they'll bring out Brown and Mock, Smith, Dodd, and Sheffer. It looks to be the same kind of press by the Panthers. Through the hands of Sheffer, picks it up into the front court, looking for the lob to Dodd. Helmley knocks it away. Last touch, Dodd. A lot of contact, but no call. Red Robin fans right behind us, incredulous on that no call.
Ooh, that's a fresh new word this season.
Thesaurus out.
Nice.
Here's Helmley between the circles over to the right wing. This is Sadowski coming across off the set play. Jumper on the way for three. No good. Long rebound.
Yeah, just a bit strong off the back of the rim there.
Here comes Mock, front court. Lost the handle. Panthers hit the deck. Here's a three on the way, but steps before. Again, just that little bit of
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed, though. And there's a ball on the floor. There are at least two Panthers on the floor every time in this game.
You're right, Brett. You mentioned it. I talked to a few people at halftime. It makes it fun to watch. You know they're going to scrap. Here's Sadowski. Back to Helmley. Ball above her head. Playing catch on that right side. Stepping. Free throw line. In the lane. Here's Krotz. Circle out to Helmley, putting it on the floor. Bounce low left. Sadowski, kick back outside to Huberty. Running right-hander, yeah, to go. Emma Huberty from the middle of the lane.
Little baby hook.
Ball's loose again and out of bounds off of Antigo. Good decision by Huberty to let that one go. Panthers force another turnover with pressure. Substitutions coming in for the Red Robins. Panthers stay with the same five. Huberty into the corner, knocked away by Zenkovic.
Yeah, telegraph that one.
Trying to get into the corner from almost midcourt. That's a long pass. Huberty will inbound again from our left. Outside, this is Sadowski. She's got Krotz on the right wing, right in front of the Panther bench. Panthers trying to flood one side against this zone. Krotz lost the handle, goes to her knees to pick it up, and goes out of bounds while touching the ball. It'll stay to the Panthers. Brower's going to check in for Steffen. Natalie, 5'10", sophomore. Huberty to inbound. Gets it into Sadowski. Looking to the corner. This is Helmley. Puts it on the floor. Lobs it to Sadowski at the free throw line. In trouble. Back outside to Helmley. Driving with the left hand. Gets to the basket. And she is fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line.
Body there.
How about Morgan? She likes to put it on the floor and take it to the basket also.
That one's on Kendall Smith, picking up her 4th personal.
Morgan on the free throw line. High archer came up short. And checking in will be Ashlyn Nedden. Nedden checking in for the Red Robin. Second free throw by Helmley. Flashes that one home. Panthers by 8. Antigo had within 3, and another turnover forced by pressure. That time they just hounded her enough, just bothered the dribbler enough, wanted to make a pass, drug that pivot foot.
Yeah, nowhere to go with the pass. Good coverage by the DBs.
Here's Sadowski. Pull up, middle.
That's what you want to see.
Stop and pop and drop.
They're looking for Sadowski to get a couple more of those looks. Crotch. Foot cut her off.
Cut her off on the side, but one foot Danny straddling that sideline, picked up the ball. Got a good chuckle out of it, saying, I know I'm out of bounds, but I just want to pick this ball up. You just got to love the hustle, though, and the trapping defense by the Panthers. They get it into Shepard. She's right in front of us, right by the timeline. Panthers had a chance to trap. She dribbles out of that. Block.
Sadowski.
Picked up by Nedden. Her jumper's no good. Helmley clears the rebound. Outlet to Sadowski. She'll run the right sideline. Back on top. They'll swing it right to left. Here's Huberty taking it to the rack. Blocked by Nedden on the outlet. Here comes Hotchkiss. Swing it over to Zenkovic. High arcing three-pointer off the mark. Run down and then taken away by Kroc. Gets it out to Sadowski. 2-on-2 bust out. Drops it to Huberty, to the baseline. Here's Brower. She's fouled as she went up for that one. Good sharing of the basketball by the Panthers.
Going to go on Nagel.
Panthers on a 7-0 run. Natalie looking to increase that with 33-30. Panthers on top right now, 43-30. Make it 41-30.
Natalie's first trip to the line. Dropped it, no problem.
41-30, 11-point Panther lead. Crotch checks out. Shallow back in. Second free throw.
2 for Natalie.
Also. Kaylin Allen checks in for Helmley. Full court heat by the Panthers. Zenkovic being steered by Huberty. Turnover. Huberty comes away with it, and Zenkovic is going to be called for a foul. She got away with a carry. Then Huberty took it away from her. Then Zenkovic knocked her to the floor, and Huberty will go to the free throw line.
Emma's been good from the line. 3 of 4.
She'll have the bonus. She'll earn the second. Straight through on the first.
Panthers shooting much better here in the second half from the free throw line.
Second free throw came up a little short, knocked out of bounds from behind by, they're going to call it off Antigo. I thought Albrecht might have got a hand on that one.
I would think she definitely did. If she didn't, she had her hand on top of the Antigo's hand, and she pushed that one out.
She'll inbound, nonetheless. They lob to Brower at the elbow, back to Albrecht, free throw line, bounce to shallow right wing. We're under 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Panthers on top by 13. Here's Huberty firing away, left side, no good. Zenkovic with the rebound. She'll run it out herself. Shallow gets ahead, forces the pass into the corner. This is Sheffer. Back on top to Zenkovic. Zenkovic wearing the big knee brace on the left knee. Three-pointer on the way. Nice block out by Shallow against Zenkovic. No outlet needed as Shallow pushes it up. She tries to get it up ahead to Albrecht and knocked out of bounds. Right into the Panther bench. Timeout called by Antigo with 9:12 left to go. We'll come back right after these messages, see if the Panthers can close this thing out. You're listening to your Panther Radio Network.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Taking a look at when Oconto Falls will be in action again. They'll start conference play right away next Tuesday, the 21st of November. That game will be at Freedom High School. Then over the Thanksgiving break, no games scheduled for the Panthers. Then they'll be back home on November 28th when they'll be hosting Wapaka. That game can be heard on WOCO radio. And then on Friday, December 1st, another home game, a non-conference game against Menominee, Michigan. Again, that game at home and also on WOCO. Panthers with the inbound coming out of the timeout. Shallow into Huberty, looking for Allen. They wanted to post up Albrecht, keep it on the outside. Huberty on the baseline, trying to drive. Taken away, again, too many people right in along that baseline. Hotchkiss, front court for Antigo. Trying to bounce inside, and a foul called on the Panthers. They got it inside to Smith. Smith's been their money player tonight. She was fouled. Foul going on on Kaylin Allen. Zenkovic will be inbounding. Gets it into Shepard. Shallow staying in her good defensive stats. Zenkovic hitting the floor. I think Hotchkiss, their own player, knocked her down. Taken away by Allen. Allen to Shallow. Kaylin just doing a nice job of stepping in front of the post on that bounce. Here's Carey Albrecht to the basket. Came up a little short on that jumper. Cleared by Antigo. Lead pass ahead to Smith. Dropped it back outside. Hotchkiss, air ball from 3. Shepard tries to save it. She's on the baseline. 8:19 left to go in this ball game. Panthers on top by 13. Panthers didn't hit the 40 mark very much last year at all. Last few ball games of the year they did.
I think their high for the season was like 49.
And right now, first ball game of the year, 43 points. Taken away from Albrecht by Zenkovic. Don't get a foul down there. Lead pass ahead. Hotchkiss. Panthers doubled, knocked away. Albrecht jumped. That was like a volleyball spike at the net. She went up
to the roof
to deflect that one and came right back at her. Hotchkiss inbounding on the sideline. Still looking, bounces. Zenkovic. This is a young Panther team, only 2 seniors on this squad, Kennedy Cross and Olivia Stephens. They try to lob inside, taken away, knocked away by Caitlin Albrecht. Brower picked it up. Here's Carey, open 3, launching straight on, no good. Long rebound comes down to Hotchkiss. Brower trying to beat her to the spot. Lead pass ahead. They drop it inside, taken away by Shallow. Another turnover forced by Panther pressure. Here's Albrecht on the baseline. Allen. Caitlin Albrecht firing 3. No rim on the bust out. And a foul called as Hotchkiss pulled up from the elbow and Shallow fouled her from behind. Again, we got a lot of hands on the hips right now. We're going to see Sadowski check in for the Panthers.
That's Sammy's first foul. 16 foul by the Panthers. Hotchkiss to the line.
13-point lead by Oconto Falls. Nice tight rotation on that. And that gets the 9-0 run by the Panthers broken. It was 10-0 run, 33-30. Panthers ran off the next 10 to make it 43-30. Second free throw came up short. Nego keeps it alive. Put back no good. Kaylin Allen comes down with the rebound. Here's Carey Albrecht from the right wing, air ball.
Little strong. Got to tone it down.
Rebound went off of Antigo. Bree Sadowski looking to inbound. Timeout called by Coach Kaczmarek.
Taking a full.
Exactly 7 minutes left to go in this ball game. Brett and I'll be back right after these messages right here on WOCO Sports Radio.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Panthers on top by 12 right now, 43-31. 7 minutes left to go in the ball game. Panthers just had a 10-0 run snap. They had a 5-0 run in the last 44 seconds of the first half. So a couple of big runs have given the Panthers this 12-point lead.
Let's see what Coach drew up here at halftime.
Oh, nice inbound play coming right down to Caitlin Allen, streaking down the lane on the nice inbound play, but her shot went over the top of the backboard, hit the post, Antigo basketball.
That was definitely what Coach drew up there.
We're going to have a foul in the backcourt called against Caitlin Albrecht. Caitlin's going to be done for the night. Sorry, Brett.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. That's going to earn her some time on the bench here. Panthers down just to 4 subs now. Can't rotate in a fresh 5.
Kennedy Crotch back on the floor for Caitlin, fouling out here with 6:56 left to go. On the free throw line to shoot the bonus is Brenna Mock. Mock's free throw, no good. Allen with a nice block out, runs it down in the corner. Carrie Albrecht trying to get to the baseline, pulls up, came up way short, knocked to the floor, and Crotch ties up the Red Robins, and the Panthers will have the possession arrow. Crotch will trigger this inbound, setting up in a box formation. Looking for Sadowski, low left, gets it in, left it just short. Rebound controlled, cleared by Nagel. Smith, way up ahead, through the hands of Mock, but she saves it. Now they'll lob inside, knocked away by Kaylin Allen. Again, dead fronting in the post.
Yeah, just got enough of it to knock it out. Save the easy lob pass and the easy bucket. Nice job defending there by Allen.
Antigo coach Dale Lenzer stalking that sideline. Here's a 3 off the inbound. Sadowski with the rebound. Cleaning up that weak side. Here's Carrie Albrecht back to Sadowski. Splits the defense at the free throw line. Pulls up. Brower trying to keep it alive. Saves it to Crotch. With the right hand, scoops it up. No good. Crotch trying to keep it alive again. Tied up inside. And we're going to have a held ball. This time going to the Red Robin. Size doesn't matter to
all about art.
Kennedy. She just battles. It doesn't matter who's in front of her. She's going to battle them, even at 5'3". Wicks trying to get it inside. She travels. Again, a forced turnover from the Panther press defense. And just getting the Red Robins to go a little bit too fast, get a little out of control. You don't always have to get that steal, get that interception. You can cause a lot of turnovers just by pressure. Here's Albrecht on top to Allen. They'll swing it to the left side. This is Kennedy Cross putting it on the floor. Gets all the way to the board.
Oh,
and an offensive foul called. She ran over Mock. Didn't get the basket to go, but she did get the offensive foul called.
Again, it's a nice aggressive take by Kennedy. It's nothing you're going to shake your head at it being a coach. That's what you want to see.
As a coach, you always say, if you're going to make mistakes, make them aggressive mistakes, going to the basket, and that's exactly what that one was. Senkovic back on the floor for the Red Robins. Double teamed in the backcourt. Sadowski just a step late on the interception attempt. Here's Hodgson pulling up for 3, and
Sadowski's fourth.
Sadowski came up from behind and swatted her. I think even with the number of turnovers the Panthers have got with their press, they're going to look at the tape and say, boy, we had some other opportunities too.
Yep.
We left some out there. Hotchkiss buries the first. 43-32. Hotchkiss one more. That one is up and in. Excuse me, two more, as if she was fouled on the three-point attempt. She can get this to single digits with a make on this third one.
A lot of time left in this game, over 5 minutes yet.
She was 3 for 3 from the free throw line, and our score is 43-34.
Antigo still hunting for that first three to fall.
Shallow and Huberty back on the floor for the Panthers. Albrecht and Sadowski take a break. The 1-3-1 zone defense by Antigo. Cross the baseline, circling out is Brower. They get it to Allen. She puts it on the floor. On the back cut, she's got Huberty. Kicks back outside, opens for Shallow. Off the iron. Allen with an offensive rebound knocked away from her. It'll stay to the Panthers. Another thing the Panthers doing a nice job of is sharing the basketball, keeping the ball moving. Here's Huberty, right side. They'll swing it over to the left side. Grauer, head fake to the baseline, pull up, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
Nice aggressive move by Natalie there. I think it's going to be pretty much a team effort all year. Top to bottom, like you said, we talked in the pregame, they're kind of like a bunch of clones.
Yeah, the only one that really looks different or plays different is Natalie, just because she's the taller player. But all the rest, they're going to put them in pressure defensive situations, ask them to share the ball, take the ball to the basket when they can. First free throw's off the mark. I agree with you, Brett. I think it's going to be a fun team to watch this year. You know, there's no pure shooter out there, but they're going to score or try to score from their defensive pressure, and hopefully from the free throw line. Second free throw, that one came up short. Rebound, run out. This is Mock. All the way end to end, gets into trouble, and we're going to have a foul called. She just ran into about three bodies on the other end, and will be rewarded with free throws.
Kennedy picking up her third. 10th team foul for the Panthers.
Mock is no good on the first.
Emily in for the Panthers. Allen going to catch a little air on the bench.
5:10 left to go in this ball game. 9-point Panther lead. Second free throw, that's no good also. And Brower comes down with the rebound, and then she falls over the top, and we're going to have a foul called. Natalie went up. Bodies went below her. She tipped over the top of them, and a foul was called. Natalie getting some love from her teammates.
10th foul for the Red Robins.
Double bonus.
Yeah, Natalie gets two shots here.
Double bonus both ways, actually.
Let's see if she can bring back her streak. She made her first two, missed her next two. She's going to knock these two in, Todd.
She does. Got a little pattern going here. Nagel checks out. Back in is Brown for the Red Robins. Natalie, one more. You can tell the Panthers are going to press. They've been doing it all game, but you can tell because the two players up on the free throw line, well, as I say that, they drop back. They're going to drop into a 1-3-1. They're going to practice this Panther defense. This is their 1-3-1 zone. They try and extend it and pressure and trap when they can. It's Kratz on the top, Helmley and Huberty on the wing. Here's a jumper. Long rebound comes out to Huberty on the backside. Samantha Shallow will run baseline on this, and Brower will man the middle. It'll be fun to watch that defense, too. Coach K likes it. Huberty in trouble as she tries to take it to the basket. She's called for steps.
This game is not over.
45-34. Back to the 1-3-1 defense for Oconto Falls. They try and go diagonal pass, deflected by Brower, taken away to Kratz in the front court. I'm sure Coach would like to see him run some offense here, run some clock.
Yeah, get a real nice looking shot.
Here's Kratz. Kick back outside to Helmley. Helmley puts it on the floor, knocked to the floor now, and Helmley to shoot the double bonus. I was talking to the Antigo radio station prior to the game, and he said that Clintonville game, there were over 50-some fouls, over 70-some free throws shot in that night. He said he was glad that it was in Antigo so he didn't have to drive home. He may be thinking deja vu here tonight.
Yeah.
Morgan with the free throw make.
Run a little long. It's already after 9, Ted.
46-34. Morgan has one more. Panthers have improved on the free throws here in the second half. That one, as I say that, is a miss. No rim. Antigo basketball.
Yeah, Panthers have had 18 attempts from the line in the second half here. Got another timeout.
And a timeout call.
That's got to be his last full.
We'll take our last in-game timeout, 46-34. Panthers on top in this non-conference game with the Antigo Red Robins. You're listening to WOCO Sports Radio.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The band is still in the house. They're still playing. Some of those parents from the early game have departed. As you said, getting a little late. Maybe had to get some kids home, work on some homework, get to bed. But we're still here also, Brett. 4:16 left to go in this ball game. 46-34, Oconto Falls with the lead. Panthers' last 2 defensive possessions went to the 1-3-1, and now it looks like they have switched back to man-to-man. Back to the man-to-man look with no press. Straight man. Here's a jumper from the right wing for 3, no good. Handled by Sammy Shallow. Brown
ripping that one down.
Shallow, Helmley, back over to Kratz. Now they're extending their offense out, maybe saying, if you're going to play in that zone, we'll just hold the ball here.
Yeah,
we're under 4 minutes to go. Force the Red Robins to come out and play man.
They're going to stretch it out a little bit and look for that easy backdoor cut or something.
Here's Kratz, clearing herself from Dodd. They'll kick it back outside one more time.
And here's where the proponents of the shot clock start yammering away.
Exactly. Panthers get a chance. They'll drive middle. I don't know if the Antigo coach knows what's going on. Maybe he was telling the 4 that what they have to do is 5 new ones are coming in for Antigo at the next whistle, but they're going to have to get a whistle. Right now, the Panthers milking this down almost 1 minute on this possession alone. Shallow skip pass over to Kratz. Looked at the 3. Now Coach K is going to call a timeout. I think Antigo was content to sit on that one. They might have been able to milk some more out of that.
I think Coach Cass must have been looking for something, and it wasn't happening. So he's redirecting, reasserting his position here.
It looks like a teaching moment over there in that Panther huddle. Maybe he had something going with the Antigo coach. Yeah, I'll call timeout, get your players in. You give me a little something.
He's not that nice. He's not that nice.
Oh, he's a nice guy. Come on. We'll find out later.
We'll get the scoop.
Well, I think Coach made
the post game at 9:45. That one.
On the floor for the Panthers, we've got Kratz, Shallow, Huberty, Brower, and Helmley. Sideline inbound right in front of the Panther bench. Kratz looking, gets it into Huberty. They'll go back outside. This is Kratz. And it is a man-to-man defense now by Antigo. They had to do something, force the issue. Helmley has it. Now Kratz left wing. There doesn't look like they're going to foul. Just try and stop this clock. Just play straight-up man-to-man defense. Both teams in the double bonus. Helmley has it between the circles. To Kratz. Dribbles out. Now Brower. Panthers doing a nice job of ball security right now. 2.5 left to go in the ball game. Again, this possession, including the part of the possession before the timeout, now well over 1 minute. And we've got 5 new ones going to check in for Antigo. Here's a skip pass right to me.
Hey, nice hand, Peterson.
One-handed. We watched that turnover. We watched that play all develop, and then they threw it to the guy on the side.
I think that's what Coach drew up over there. He said, I want this one to
get the ball to Coach P.
I want this one to go to Peterson. What time we got in the game, Todd? Oh!
Turnover by the Panthers. Give it to the Red Robin. Helmley with almost a steal there.
I thought she was coming over to say hi.
Checking in will be Carrie Albrecht. Going to the sideline, knocked away by Brower. Nice deflections by the Panthers once again.
It's early in the season, Todd, but we already got some great fans out there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we got them. They got
a shout out.
They got us dialed in.
Well, keep that dial tuned in. On the take, it's Mock going down the middle of the lane, blocked by Brower. On the putback, it's good. That was Brown. 10-point Panther lead. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And not only the radio dial, they can tune us in on YouTube now. Live streaming. Increase our service area.
Looks like Zadowski is going to be stepping to the line. Wicks with the foul.
This second group for Antigo right now, staying in the man-to-man, pressuring all over.
Her third foul.
Bree Sadowski, 5'4" junior. Free throw, up and in.
Making it happen.
Olivia Steffens get back on the floor for Natalie Brower. Panthers, again, going to drop back into the half-court D. On top by 11, less than 2 to go. We've seen a few air balls by the Panthers. I'm sure they're going to work on that bend, set, extend that you were talking about earlier.
Coach is pulling his hair, but he doesn't have any.
Here's
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
That pass is errant and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Red Robin. Buck 34 left to go in this ball game. Shallow will walk it into the front court. Till she receives pressure, she's got no worries. Now gives it up to Carrie Albrecht. Carrie on the back cut to Sadowski, trying to bounce to Steffens and out of bounds. Sadowski looking for Steffens from block to block. Panthers are so used to pressing, they automatically start picking up that 3/4, and coach is yelling, get back. Get back.
Drop.
Here's Brown. Into Zenkovic. They try and go low left. Layup good by Smith. 47-38. Sadowski, right wing. Our sideline. 1 minute left to go. Sadowski to the baseline. Tries to bounce it inside. Taken away by Zenkovic. Zenkovic, Kratz trying to beat her to the other end, and Kratz is going to be called for a foul.
That's 4 on Kennedy.
52.7 left to go, and a 9-point Panther lead. Some would say only 3 shots away, but Antigo hasn't made a 3-pointer yet, have they?
They have not, Ted.
And that free throw rattles out. Hotchkiss back on the floor. Jankovic, one more. 3-year starter for the Red Robins. now a senior.
Got the second to go.
It's 47-39. Sadowski gives it up to Krotz. 45 seconds and counting. The Albrecht jumper by Shallow, no good. Dodd clears the rebound. Don't foul down there. Knocked away by Carrie Albrecht.
Sent it into the stand.
Right behind us. Knocked that away. It'll be Antigo basketball with 34 seconds left to go. Panthers falling back, straight man-to-man, but in the half-court style. Here's a tap away by Krotz, picked up by Hotchkiss. She steps back for the three, came up short. Smith, put back, no. Rebound, loose on the floor. Dodd tries to save it off of the Panthers. It'll stay to Antigo.
19.6 seconds left.
Good start for the Oconto Falls Panther lady basketball team. Non-conference is going to be a non-conference.
There's another
victory,
takeaway.
and it's Krotz going to the floor. Stankovic and Smith hitting the deck with her. And it's going to be Kennedy Krotz going to the free throw line to shoot. The double bonus, 15.8 left to go.
Hotchkiss picking up her second personal.
Panthers aren't going to put anybody on the line with her. They'll fall back. Kennedy all by herself. Came up short on that one.
Bend and extend.
And that's what Coach DeYoung, new assistant coach for the Panthers, he said, use your legs. Second free throw's no good either. Sadowski with the steal on the sideline to Krotz. They'll get it back to Albrecht. Albrecht is going to get it into the front court. See if she picks it up, and they're going to foul her. A little surprised that Antigo would do that with 3.8. Gives Albrecht a chance to knock a couple more.
Zankovic's fifth foul. Her night is done.
She may have did that on her own also.
Albrecht in line. Carey put up 10 points in that first half, but not a point here in the second.
And still nothing as she's too strong on the first. One more try coming. Arcs it up. And no good. Dodd with the rebound. Lead pass. Sadowski gets the steal. One more for the Bucks. And the horn goes up, and the Panthers are going to walk out of here with a 47-39 victory tonight. Panthers scored 26 points in the first half, 21 points in the second half. Antigo, 21 in the first half and 18 in the second half. Once again, the final score, 47-39. The Oconto Falls Lady Panthers get the victory over the Antigo Red Robins. Game number one for the Panthers. Off to a good start. Antigo now 0-2 on the season. We'll take a timeout. Brett and I will be back for Panther postgame show right after these messages. You've been listening to high school basketball right here on your sports leader, WOCO.
Holidays are a time of joy. Don't let money worries get in the way. Want a stress-free holiday? Call NEW Credit Union at 800-924-1250 and ask about our holiday loan special. That's 800-924-1250. Rates as low as 4.99% annual percentage rate for a 12-month term. Maximum amount $2,500. Our loan specialists work hard to help you get the loan that fits your needs. Rates subject to credit worthiness. Stop at any one of our locations, or you can apply online at newcu.org. Example of repayment would be a monthly payment of about $8.56 per $100 borrowed. All loans subject to approval. Federally insured by the NCUA. With offices in Oconto, Surrey, Oconto Falls, and Peshtigo, we are federally insured by the NCUA. Membership eligibility required. This holiday season, remember, we can help you own it.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Welcome back to the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse Panther postgame show. Todd Peterson, Brett Crandall here. Panther victory tonight, 47-39 in their opening game, non-conference matchup with the Antigo Red Robins. While Brett figures up some of the scoring totals, I want to remind you that these Lady Panthers will be on the road for their next game. They travel to Freedom, conference game, Northeastern Conference opener with the Freedom Irish. The next time they will be home will be on Tuesday, November 28th, as they host Wapaka. The Oconto Falls boys will be in action, tipping off their season next Tuesday at Suring. Brett and I will be at that ball game. We'll have that game right here live on WOCO. The Oconto Falls boys taking on the Suring Eagles. That's next Tuesday, November 21st. Brett, a 47-39 victory for the Lady Panthers tonight. I know you got some totals.
I do. That's how it shook out. All right. Taking a look at our numbers tonight. Leading all scores tonight with 16 points was Kendall Smith from Antigo, followed by
Zenkovic
with 10 points, 7 points for Hotchkiss, 4 points for Wicks, and 2 points for Brown. The Red Robins shot 11 of 22 from the free throw line for 50%, committed 35 turnovers. And on the Panther side here, quickly leading the way with 10 points apiece is Emma Huberty and Carrie Albrecht. 8 points for Brower, 6 for Kennedy Kratz, 5 for Sadowski, 4 for Emily, and 4 for Shallow. Panthers shot 13 of 33 from the free throw line for 39% and committed 23 turnovers.
Thank you, Brett. Right now we're going to get Coach Mike Kaczmarek Jr. of the Oconto Falls Panthers, head coach for the Panthers, get him mic'd up. And again, our final 47-39. Brett mentioned the free throw shooting, 13 of 33 for the Panthers, 39%. Antigo 11 of 22 from the line for 50%. Joining us now, head coach of the Oconto Falls Panthers, Mike Kaczmarek Jr. Coach, you mentioned to me before the game, we're going to try and go end-to-end, especially on the defensive side, and that's what we saw all night. Defensive pressure, it led to a lot of turnovers, not just in the steal category, but a lot of forced turnovers by your defense against the Red Robins.
Right. Right. We don't really care if we get turnovers. If we get turnovers, we want to turn them into points, obviously. But our big thing is tips and touches, tips and deflections, tips and deflections. That's all we want to do. Get tips and deflections. Just slow their timing out, get their rhythm. We don't have to steal it. Just tips and deflections, and those usually will turn into turnovers eventually.
Coach, it was mostly, from what we could see, a man-to-man, straight-up man-to-man full-court defense, but a lot of double teaming, a lot of trapping. I'm sure that's by design.
Correct. We try to double or trap, as much only on the sideline. This is brand new for them. This is brand new for these kids. We just put it in, obviously, 9 days ago. So a lot of things to work on, but right now sometimes we have 3 girls going to the ball, which isn't good, obviously. Sometimes we don't have anybody jumping when there's a perfect situation. So it's just a work in progress, and we'll probably won't get it down until next year. So,
well, we mentioned, you learn a lot after you have an opportunity to use it and then go back and look at the tape. Some opportunities there you'll probably notice, too, that, and probably already talked about, where a little more anticipation away from the ball might lead to some of those steals, too, when you get them to force maybe those high lobbing cross-court passes. Somebody can jump that and get that. It's going to lead to more turnovers, more offensive opportunities for your team.
Correct. We're not a very quick team. Actually, we're pretty slow. But that doesn't mean you can't be a great defensive team just by positioning. Be in a proper position and save yourself a ton of steps after the pass is thrown. I mean, if you just get in the right position and, like you said, anticipate, you can do a lot of things without being real quick.
Coach, you got yourself to the line 33 times tonight, obviously. Not the way you wanted to shoot it. 13 of 33, 39%. But you mentioned to me you don't have that pure shooter. Obviously, on the free throw line, you hope everybody can be a good shooter. But from the floor, you don't have that pure shooter. You try and create off the defensive side, and probably as the year goes on, maybe some creative sets and stuff too.
Correct.
Is that right?
Antigo did a very nice job on half-court defense, but they really plugged the lane. We couldn't do anything on the backside. We couldn't run a set tonight because they do such a great job of thinking. So they did a real nice job. Very impressed with their defense. But yes, we don't have a real pure shooter. We don't have good shooters. Girls know that. They have to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have good shooters, you're not going to have very good free throw shooters. But we can work on it and work on it, and we'll try and get better there, because playing this way, we're going to get opportunities. We're going to wear people down. We're 10 deep, and there's not much difference from our first 5 to our second 5, as you can see. Kennedy Kratz brought a heck of a lot of energy to the floor, and that's what she can do for us. So she did a nice job. We all did. We all worked hard tonight, but again, we have to go 10 deep, and our goal is just to wear them down, and it's not going to happen. We might give up easy layups the first 5-6 minutes. We want to make our progress from minute 12 to minute 18. That's where we want to make our hay. That's what I told him.
Well, Coach, you did make some hay right at the end of the first half. The last 44 seconds, to be exact, it was tied at 21-all. A 5-0 run gave you a 5-point lead going into halftime. And then you kind of kept that 6.8-point margin until it was 33-30. Antigo cut it to 3, and then again you went on a 10-0 run to bump it up to a 13-point lead with 7 minutes left to go. Those runs have to help your team and your stamina a little bit also.
Right. I felt again, this is our first game. I didn't think we had good game legs today. They already played a game already, and I felt we hit the wall about the 8-minute mark in the second half. We just looked dead in the water. So then I went out of rotation a little bit, and that picked us up a little bit. But hopefully that'll come. That'll come. It's got to come by Tuesday, because we go into a heck of a place to play on Tuesday.
Coach, you mentioned Tuesday. You start conference play right away on Tuesday, going to Freedom. Just a quick outlook as the Northeastern Conference looks from the outside looking in right now before the season starts.
Yeah, Freedom is going to be one of the top 3. They're going to be a team to. They're going to be right towards the top. Them, LC, and Wrightstown. I think those 3 are the teams to beat. They got good guard play, which is very important, and they're big. So Wrightstown's got 3 returning starters going back, and I think one of the best players in the conference. And LC, I don't know how we're going to match their height and their athleticism, but we'll play who's in front of us, and we'll give it our best shot.
Coach, appreciate you stopping by. Good way to start tonight, and best of luck on Tuesday.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here from the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse, where it was a Panther victory, 47-39. You're listening to Panther Postgame, WOCO.
At 24/7 well and pump service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. And a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 well and pump service. Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Aspiring athletes and coaches are nurtured in sports as they grow in knowledge and skills. That same understanding of the growth process should be afforded to game officials. We need to keep the officiating numbers strong, so be a good sport and support players, coaches, and officials. To learn how to become a WIAA licensed official, go to www.wiaawi.org.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, Brett, we got one in the books, and it's a 1W.
That's a good way to start it off.
You mentioned it's going to be a fun team to watch if they keep that scrap going.
They are. They're intense. They hustle, and, you know, they got the victory tonight, and they're only going to build from that. So it could be a very interesting season for the Lady Panthers.
And Coach mentioned a lot to work on, a lot to improve on, but he was very pleased with the effort that he got tonight, and that's the key right there. You got to have effort before anything else can fall into place.
You can see his plan. He said he's 10 deep. His plan is to wear teams down, and so it works. It might work with this group.
I thought his statement about we're not worried about the first 7 minutes. It's minute 12 to 18 where we wore you down a little bit, where we're going to make some A's. That's a good point. So it's a victory tonight for the Panthers. 47-39 over the Antigo Red Robins. For Dave back at the studio, my partner's Brett Crandall. I'm Todd Peterson. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's ball game. We'll catch you on the next jump ball. You've been listening to high school basketball right here on WOCO Sports Radio.
It's my time. It's my life.
Thank you for joining us for today's ball game. Our game was brought to you by
the NEW Credit Union, Oconto Falls Insurance Center, Witt's Piggly Wiggly, Stevenson National Bank and Trust, Islandfeld, Saskatchewan, Anderson, and 24/7 Well and Pump.
Like I feel.
Be sure to join Brett and I for more Panther action on your #1 home for youth sports, WOCO Stereo FM.
haven't seen the last of me. Oh no, you haven't seen the last of me. You haven't seen the last of me. A single day, still in love, but I can't help dreaming about yesterday. Oh, yesterday. I miss Sunday mornings, free and easy, lazy days and endless evening. I really thought somehow that I'd be over it by now. And I miss lying in your arms till morning. Nothing on my mind's but making love. Maybe most of all, I miss us. Like a child, I know it's selfish to say, but sometimes I want you all to myself. For a while, couldn't we go back and play in yesterday? Oh, yesterday. Walking on the beach alone together, sunsets that would last forever. Nowhere else to be but side by side, just you and me. And I miss lying in your arms till morning. Nothing on our minds but making love. 'Cause baby, most of all, I miss us. Oh, we've given up. It's all come back as love. I know that's what family is about. So I miss Sunday mornings, free and easy, lazy days and endless evenings. I know we'll survive, but it's eating me alive. And I miss lying in your arms till morning, with nothing on our minds but making love. Oh, I can't hold it back another minute. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I still wanna be your everything. I know all that life has given us is way more than enough. But darling, I can't help myself. I just love you too much. Baby, most of all, I miss us. When there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel.
Keep your dial set for more great music here on WOCO Stereo FM Oconto.
Your little brother never tells you, but he loves you so. You said your mother only smiled on her TV show. You're only happy when your sorry head is filled with dope. I hope you make it to the day you're 28 years old. You're dripping like a saturated sunrise. You're spilling like an overflowing sink. You're ripped at every edge, but you're a masterpiece. And now you're tearing through the pages and the ink. Everything is blue. His pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, pull apart at the seams. And it's blue. And he's blue. Vision in the morning when the light came through. I know I've only felt religion when I've lied with you. You said you'll never be forgiven till your boys are too. And I'm still waking every morning, but it's not with you. You're dripping like a saturated sunrise. You're spilling like an overflowing sink. You're ripped at every edge, but you're a masterpiece. And now you're tearing through the pages and the ink. Everything is blue. His pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, pull apart at the seams. And it's blue. And it's blue. Everything is gray. His hair, his smoke, his dreams. And now he's so devoid of color, he don't know what it means. And he's blue. And he's blue. Everything is blue. His pills, his hands, his jeans. And now I'm covered in the colors, blue